black screen of just black screen. Wait, let me get my game open. Jeez. It's crazy that... Oh, let me check my headphones. Nothing on? Okay, good. Go. It's not showing I'm live on Twitch, weirdly enough. I don't know why it's not showing anything on Twitch. Okay, whatever. Hey, y'all, just opening up the game. Oh, man. I wonder if it's going to update, actually, because the event's now over, so is it going to, like, update the whole thing? Is it not going to update? I don't know. Waiting for BlueStacks to load up. Nothing beats some good old water. Here we go. There we go. Let's see. Window. Yeah, BlueStacks. There we go. There we go. This is what we like to see. The good old logo. I could not think of the term. Hope there isn't an update. I don't want to sit here for that. Feeling a little lazy right now. But hey, yo, how's it going, everybody? Happy Fate Go Friday. We're checking out some Fate Go on Friday. So, oh, there is an update. Ah, okay, it's probably gonna take probably like a minute. But let's see. Last time, what happened? The everyone else was playing checkers, and the Emperor was playing chess. Basically, that betrayal, or double cross for everyone actually. Listen to me. But so you get audio. Okay, there we go. There's the game sound. But yeah, we can see what happens. I don't know if we're going to do any battles today. Probably going to have a battle or two. But I'm curious how this whole I keep saying singular. How this whole Lostbelt's going to go now? Because since it started, I noted. I was like, yeah, that feels like it's a different vibe for some reason compared to the other Lostbelts. At least the way we're starting off. And I think a big thing is, even the characters noted, is that Akuta's over here attacking us first thing. Whereas in other Lostbelts, it was really just the elements that they left up to try and take us out. But, so see what happens. Dancing Castle Can I read? The Dancing Dragon Castle, the Princess and Demon. Okay, that comes out mid-June? Okay. Pre-release campaign? Okay, it's nice. Why can't they give me a date here? When is this coming out? Mid-June. Okay. They really don't have a date. I read this like I actually care. I do a little bit, but let me exit out. Okay. Okay, what's up? What's up? Okay, thank you for that. And anything else want to pop up on my screen? No good. Okay, let's get into this Lostbelt 3. Sin. Imagine chanting that. And okay. So we do have a battle today. Okay. Kinchi Huang. Interesting. Oh, an unknown guest servant. Wonder if we're going to have to use that Lancer lady. Unless she's going to be an enemy the whole time. They got me a little curious, so I keep her right here. Dang, I have all my things from the other day playing. Let's make sure I finish up them quests. I think it might be a fodder battle today, so starting out maybe, in which case let me play it play a little bit safe, on the safe side of things, you know. Use Walk 'em Down Zenobia, why not? Walk 'em down to Zenobia. Yeah, I like Zenobia, she's cool. What else do we got? Where's that craft essence I like to use? Here it is. Give me some gain to start off with today. Is this even the one I like to use? No, there's two that I like that. Is it gain up? I always mix them up. That's why I only click that half the time. Yeah, here it is. Let me throw you in the beginning. We might swap with you later on. And let's see, fighting Rider is assassin, right? Rider, yeah, assassin. Yeah. Okay, good. Keep it with AoE. If it's fodder battle, then let me keep it that way. And we'll use, why not use, we'll use you as a backup. We might do a swap. We'll see what happens. For everyone else, I don't really care. Mash You could be here for moral support, I guess. Appreciate that. And I don't know who else I want to grab. The homie. Why not? Just F it. And we'll do a swap if push comes to shove. Hey, what up, Janice? How's it going? Line up. We'll put you over here. Yeah. Okay, do that. Let's jump right in. Let's see what's going on with this section. Look, this section's only 1 arrow, too. Let's see how much we get done today. Let's aim for 2 arrows, or maybe an hour and a half. We'll see. I'm a little sleepy. To be honest, I might take a nap before I go to work. Did not sleep well. Yo, get off my chair. I was like wondering what am I bumping into? Oh no. Oh no, hold up, y'all. Hold up, I might get a little noisy. Oh no. Oh no, no. That's not good. That's not good. Yeah, last time Emperor's playing 4D chess and all of us, they're about to chop down a tree in the backyard all of a sudden. I know they're doing that today. Hopefully it's not too loud. But see, my fan isn't even picking up on the microphone, so and my fan's like right here, so hopefully that's fine. Hopefully we don't have any background noise. But okay, man, out of all the ways for the Emperor to obtain immortality, that one just didn't even occur to me. You're not kidding, Da Vinci. Yo, dude is a whole floating apparition, like. So after finding Neza's remains in the Shang Dynasty ruins, the Emperor must have worked out some sort of cybernetic breakthrough way back in the BC era. Oh, you can faintly hear the dogs? You can hear the dogs. Okay. You know I'm not crazy now. I'm not hearing things. Man, the dogs, they are kind of noisy today. Probably because they're about to do the thing with the tree. Oh boy. We might have a noisy stream, y'all. Is my hold up, let me just check my audio settings. Let me see if my limiter is up to at least help a little bit. Go here, filters. Okay, my limiter is up. Okay, so that probably is helping a bit. Otherwise it'd be way louder. Okay, what are you talking about here? So the Emperor must have abandoned the Zenrin's aspirations and found a way to obtain immortality the other way. Yeah, Zenrin? Who you talking about, Holmes? I don't know names like that. Like, yeah, dude. Yeah, Emperor. He's a living building. Yeah, forget they were in him. Pause? I don't know. The Zenrin were Taoist mountain sages, or hermits, if you like, who sought eternal truth. They also perfected their bodies, hereby achieving eternal youth and life. In proper human history, the first Emperor of Qin attempted to become one such Zenrin through an immortality elixir made by Chinese alchemy. The thing in the beginning with the whole, like, drink this or whatever, I think, right? Didn't they have that in the beginning? If that connects to that. But as it happened, repeated long-term use of this elixir only resulted in fatal mercury poisoning. Alchemy has always been a great deal more trial and error than success, no matter where it was practiced. Really? Well, actually, it kind of is true. Alchemy? Yo, I've seen Full Metal Alchemist. The law of equivalent exchange. But in this Lost Belt, the same Emperor must have given up on alchemy in favor of technology based on Zenha. Okay, Nezha, I mean. Well, Princess Neza's body was still created by Zenrin, so it's not as though that represented too big of a divergence from the path. Okay. But the decision to surrender human form and grant only the mind immortality cannot have been made lightly. From here, if the Emperor was able to stamp out all the dissent in the rest of China and continue ruling the resulting empire at the height of its power, conquering the rest of the world seems only a matter of course. Well, yes, as a mage I can't say I approve of that, but I am glad this Emperor turned out to be such a reasonable fellow. For now, are you sure about that, Garrett? I mean, he is being reasonable a bit, but what about when we lived out our usefulness, you know, like... Indeed, this was a most unexpected development. I never would have guessed that a Lost Belt's ruler would sever ties with his cryptor in favor of negotiating with us. That said, what do you make of the request to examine the shadow border in exchange? It's definitely a risk. I mean, we didn't so much as tell the other Lostbelt factions that zero sailing is even a thing. That is true. I'm like super thirsty. I'm dehydrated. Had to do with the Limharla event? Yes! Finished the story. Event shop. I think I bought out almost the whole shop. Pretty sure I bought out like 90% of the shop or 80%. Finished the event. It was really nice. It was nice. So the only thing I only had a problem with that battle, some of the battles, I mentioned this last stream as well, is just the fixed squads with having to throw in whatever that servant name is, Kukulane Child, you know? Oh. Who is this? Oh, no, you. Okay, but yeah, having to force him in battle, it's like, but then again, you can just do the quick swap, which I just used. But those last few battles were definitely more tough, if anything. They did take me a couple of rounds to at least figure out a good setup. But other than that, yeah, not too bad of a story. Or not story, event, stages. I didn't read the story, so I didn't know what was going on. I assume in the story, at least from what I saw based on the battles, it's kind of like going through all the singularities in a way, and Lostbelt. I think mostly singularity, because I saw a lot of like servants from singularities pop up in there. Then again, that's always the case, but I don't know, it looked interesting. Hopefully they do another rerun of it at some point, and I could read it at one day, but yeah, I'm like, I don't know, I'm dehydrated all of a sudden. Maybe it was actually getting hot around here. What's the temperature right now? 63 degrees Fahrenheit? That's a lie. It's not 63. Maybe it is 63. They say 63, but probably feels warmer. Quite so, but China is different. What are they talking about? Yeah, the affairs of other Lostbelts. Yeah. Quite so, this empire is under the impression that the rest of the world is part of its domain, and that the storm is responsible for severing their ties to the rest of their land. They see the situation as an unprecedented disaster, much like we did with proper human history being wiped out of existence. I wonder what they'd think if they saw the world outside their lost belt. Yeah, I mean, they didn't even believe when we told them about that, but I wonder what they would, if they would change their approach to us if they did see that. Like, I guess they'd be pretty angry. I guess they'd be pretty distraught. Yeah, because they're so confident that they're like, no, the rest of the world does exist. Stop with that nonsense. Like, what? Yeah, their potential reaction is key. Yeah, pretty much. We were dragged by Draco to do all the singularities that's based on the Fate Go arcade, but in reverse. Okay, that makes sense then. That makes sense. Or as context for me. Because I'm just looking, I'm like, hey, a lot of these stages look familiar. A lot of these enemies look familiar. That's kind of cool. There are several lost belts, but only one Earth. It's a recipe for the biggest, crappiest game of musical chairs ever, since there's no way for all these different civilizations to coexist. Instead of existing in parallel worlds, they all have to fight to exist on the same Earth. So the lost belts that aren't preoccupied with just scrapping by are eventually going to have to fight others if they want to expand their territory further. That's true. Wodime even said something about that. Didn't Wodime say everyone's trees would be fighting? Yeah, did he say that? The trees, specifically? So the Cryptors, I mean, Team A are competing with each other at the same time. They are fighting proper human history. Yes. Why would Wodime choose this? Maybe it wasn't even his choice in the end. We have insufficient evidence to come to any conclusions about his motives, so let's leave that aside for now. Yeah, let's focus on the matter at hand. What's about to happen? Why are we doing a battle in this section? The salient point at the moment is that all the lost belts will eventually be competing with each other for survival. Right, and while proper history may be at a disadvantage with all this territory gone, there's still one thing we have that the lost belts don't. of course, the Shadow Border. Oh, I was about to say something like the power of friendship. Like, that's also kind of accurate. Okay, what are you saying? And because of that, we're still the only ones with the ability to zero sail between Lost Belts as we please. But if one of the Lost Belts had the border, they'd have a serious leg up over their others, huh? Damn, I can't believe this Qin Shi Huang was thinking that far ahead. Hey Kai, hello, what's up over on Twitch? How's it going? How's it going? Indeed. Though all of this assumes that China does indeed have all the other nations under its rule. Then once Qin Shi Huang ventures outside this Lost Belt, the first move they make will be to go on the attack against the other Lost Belts rather than Chaldea. This could be our big chance to swoop in while the other sides are weak from the fighting each other and take the prize for ourselves. That's some Battle Royale tactics. Hide in the bush. I'm afraid not, Gerdov. The outcome we need to be concerned about is Qin Shi Huang gaining an overwhelming advantage thanks to the Shadow Border's technology. Yeah, who knows how far they could get. And going on to claim the entire planet as their own. Right, if that happens, we'll be responsible for creating the biggest threat to restoring proper human history ourselves. Sweet. And there's no way to tell how it'll play out until we open the lid on this figurative Pandora's box. Good. So no matter what we do, we're taking a big risk. There's also the possibility that we may become collateral damage when the Lost Belts begin to battle one another in earnest. Still, while we cannot rule that outcome out definitively, it's far enough away that we can worry about it later. In the meantime, our most pressing concern by far is finding an antidote for forget the poison. They're dying. forget that's also another big thing. There's a lot of stuff. Yes, exactly, Holmes. Yeah. He almost forgot about that too. I always knew you had a kind heart deep down underneath your gruff detective exterior. Well, I guess we can't deny that. Oh, is he done? No way he's done chopping down that tree. Oh man. Okay. Well, I guess he's leaving. Okay, well, I guess we can't deny that Tubby here is in trouble. Oh, man. If they really do hand Koenskaya over as promised, does that mean we'll have one less thing? Oh, yeah, and he's also going to hand his Koenskaya. That's nice. Not sure if you knew the 50 cheated me on the red weeks ago, but damn. But that cake must be grand. Yes, that's some grand cake. That's some grand cake. Yeah, neighbors neighboring, man. They always be noisy. Between the dogs and now this dude chopping down a tree, like, can't catch a break. Well, in one sense, yes, but having Koenskaya as a prisoner will create other very serious problems. If anything, it further raises the question of how we will go about settling matters in this Lost Belt. And then there's the fact that we still can't find its Tree of Emptiness. True. Indeed, I was surprised to learn that not even Qin Shi Huang knew about it. That's true, he doesn't even know about the tree. That does raise even more questions. Does that mean Hinako doesn't know either? What I'm saying is, what am I saying? Of course, yeah, of course she does. Yeah, what are you talking about? I mean, it's her job as a crypto to protect this world's true emptiness with her life. Why'd they bring that up though? Let's see. Quite so, her behavior has been most peculiar from the beginning. Both Kadak and Ophelia had formed alliances with their Lost Belts rulers and shared a goal to expand their territory in the future. But here in China, the only one who seems interested in territory expansion is Qin Shi Huang. It even seemed as though Hakuto was trying to hold Qin Shi Huang back. That's true. That kind of reminds me of, like, again, with the first Lost Belt, though, with Kadak and, that giant guy. What was his name? I forget his name. I'm drawing a blank right there, but yeah, big say, where is the tree? And then where is the tree? Well, if it's not even that big of a tree, it has to be big. It has to be massive. Yeah, the only thing that seemed to interest her was wiping us out. That's true. I got the sense that she wanted to dispose of us before Qin Shi Huang started paying attention to the outside world. Yeah, Ivan. Yeah, Ivan. Yeah, Mr. Elephant. Yeah. Yeah, Ivan the Terrible. Yeah. He was massive. I can't tell if she's being reactive or proactive. So hey, this might be too little, too late by now. But are we sure it's okay to talk about this stuff in here? Oh, but they might be listening? I mean, Xi Jinping keeps an eye on all of China, right? How do you know the Emperor is not listening in right now? True, the thought of the Emperor peeping on us from a low orbit is more than a little creepy. But the flip side of that is that okay, but the flip side yo, can I speak? But the flip side of that is that's all the Emperor can do. Okay. We should still assume our heat signatures are visible even with the roof in the way. Yeah. But as far as audio is concerned, the Emperor mentioned that the quality isn't good and we can only be heard when we're looking at. That's true. He said we have to look up to him and raise our voice. So I know because I tried yelling a bunch of obscenities at the Emperor when I was in the cockpit. Hehe. Da Vinci, you're a goofball. So that's what all that stuff was about. Old geezers, cyberpunk ripoff, and 80s leftover was. Still one of the best chapters. When else are you going to battle a giant mountain mammoth in Russia with golem made of? Yeah, that's true. That was an epic battle. That was some like Power Rangers, Sentai, big old battle stuff, kaiju battle. Anyway, having the Emperor constantly. I don't know what that was, but okay. Anyway, having the Emperor constantly watching us at all times will get annoying. So I made this. Yeah, what is it? A stealth module for your new Mystic Code. Hey, I tried modeling it off of Robin Hood's No Face May King. Just think of it as a streamlined, portable bounded field. Oh, like an invisible cloak? That's amazing. When did you even have time to make that? Thanks, but it's really not quite as impressive as it maybe sounds. There are lots of stability issues and other kinks to work out. So it's not 100% going to work all the time? If the mana levels in the atmosphere are too dense, or it's really hot or really cold, it falls apart like a house of cards. Okay. So that means it would be pretty useless if the other two Lost Belts, pretty useless in the other two Lost Belts. Okay. I see, but when one considers how stable this Lost Belt's environment is, it becomes clear how useful such a module would be here. Oh, it also focuses on precision over area of effect, so it won't hide you from someone close by. But since we only have to worry about long-range spying here, it should work perfectly in this case. What the? Did Xiangyang just launch something else at us? Let's go check it out, Master. But yeah, let's see what we got. See what's going on. Oh, a benefactor! A village of benefaction! Oh, a benefaction, I mean. Qin Li... I forget. I forget her name. I was hoping they'd bring it up. What's it? Qin Liangyu? Most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor wishes to thank you for your hospitality to our otherworldly visitors. Be grateful for this blessing. Oh, thank you, most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor. Thank you. Benefaction. I remember now. They said that's what those rockets are usually used to deliver. Man, they're so lucky. I can't wait till I'm grown up and can get benefactions too. Yeah, kids never get them? You don't get no presents? No Christmas presents? We do, but they usually don't work as well when you're little as when you're grown up. They sure don't for me. Say, want to try mine and see what they're like for yourself, mister? Here you go. Looks like medicine. Yeah, what? Yep, it clears your head out and makes you feel really good. It's like a dream come true. Drugs? Yeah, donation from the government? Yeah, hold up now. Is that so? Give it here. Yo, Holmes, man, you're funny. Hey, Holmes. Be careful, dude. Rest assured, I'm not speaking solely out of personal desire. Don't you think such a drug is worth analyzing? 100%. Who's calling? If it's the same person as before, I don't know you. Okay. This could be some sort of technology unique to this Lostbelt that has no counterpart in proper human history. Let me check my personal phone. Okay, if it's important, they'll actually call me. So, oh man. I see. So this benefaction isn't money then? Oh, Mash said, "Hey, if it's money, I'm gonna take it." Yeah, the government's watching. Of course not. I doubt this farming village even has a monetary economy. Then again, the fact that we've seen so much agriculture would suggest some economic activity. That's true. That's be something going on. This whole Lostbelt has so many questions in the beginning. Like, what if their crops yield tremendous surplus every year without fail? Is that even possible? In our world, using methods of agriculture with which we are familiar, no, but things may work differently in this world. I took a look at the wheat they are growing, and it was like nothing we've ever seen. In fact, I can't even be certain it is wheat. All I can say for certain is that it has been heavily modified. Perhaps this seemingly primitive form of agriculture is actually far more advanced than we have been giving it credit for. Even though these farmers don't have so much as a single tractor, perhaps their methods are so advanced they have no need for machines. Why don't you analyze the wheat along with the shady drug then? You might just learn something. Maybe they're connected? I cannot say that the wheat is nearly as interesting as the drug. But now that we no longer need to look for a coin sky, I suppose I could spare the time. Okay. Hey, isn't that Qin Xinghuan's? We're gonna talk? Hi there, the engineers just went on break. You seem nice. Until we end up fighting you. But wait, is it about to be like a sparring match? No, because we're fighting someone else. We're fighting two different other types, and you're a Lancer. That vehicle is like the vehicle's like your home away from home, right? I'm so sorry you can't use it during our investigation. Are you finding everything to your liking in our camp in the meantime? Oh yes, it's very pleasant here. The air is so clean and fresh too. It's so nice to have a place outside our vehicle where we can relax. We didn't really have that in the other places we've been to. It has been yapping for 30 minutes. We'll see. It's been nonstop. It has been nonstop talking. Even Fu has something to say. I'm glad to hear it. Alright, I haven't introduced myself yet. Qin Liangyu, a general of the Empire. Qin Liangyu, You know her, Holmes? They're from the Ming period, right? Yeah, Ming? Alright, the history of your own world is entirely different from ours, isn't it? I think they said King's reign ended quickly there, and that numerous other dynasties sprung up in its place? Yeah. Here in this world, the only emperor I know is King Xing Huang, who has reigned for the last 2,200 years. That aside, the fact that you are still alive to this day and age is a great surprise to us. Did King Xing Huang make you immortal too, by any chance? Of course not. I was just permitted to sleep in Mount Li after my accomplishments in the Bozo Rebellion? Here in the Empire, any warrior who makes a name for themselves is put to rest in times of peace, and is only awakened again when they are needed. Okay, that's good news for them now. I mean, we knew that, but... so you employ cryogenic freezing. Then I presume there is no need to keep a standing army here? Yeah. Was Jiang Yu frozen in Mount Li too? Jiang Yu? Ah, I see. You call that thing Jiang Yu too. That thing. Yeah, basically that dude is a monstrosity. No, that thing is just a valuable relic. One of the most glorious and majestic Heavenly Emperor's most impressive accomplishments. Jeez, what a wordy title, which is saying a lot. Yeah. It's both one of the cornerstones of this eternal empire and a monument to it. But as you can see, it's not a living soldier. You could say it's the ancestor to the mechanical army. Officer, hey, what's up? We got a lot of yap. So Qin Shi Huang's army is composed of those dolls. And you commanders from the past were unfrozen in order to lead them? Of course, I'm also told that the royal guards in Xiangyang are also always assembled from soldiers of the current era. I've even heard that some elites have received instruction in sage arts from the most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor in person. Both Qin Shi Huang has no need to keep a full army on hand at all times. The mechanical soldiers are more than sufficient, and the generals need to lead them can always be summoned from their quarters in Mount Li. It's been a long time since I was frozen myself, and I'm also told there hasn't been any sort of disturbance for the last 100 years. What's funny is written years ago we see some real life connections from Lostbelt 3 to, well, yeah. A lot of connections to IRL stuff. Ironically. Or unironically. So you're saying war has been eradicated from this world? Even when I was a young girl, war was only ever something I read about in history books. I mean, wars can only be fought between countries, right? Well, there could be a civil war. There haven't been any... Excuse me. There haven't been any... Man. There haven't been any countries besides our empire for over 800 years. The only reason I took up the spear was to help put down revolts. Then Qin Shi Huang had achieved dominion over the world by the 13th century. We started implementing gunpowder well before any other country, so no nation was able to oppose us. The discovery of the Fusang tree was a big help too, as it helped us make huge leaps in our medical science. It's all thanks to the most glorious, majestic heavenly emperor abandoning mortal flesh in favor of a holy, undying vessel. What's a Fusang tree? You know, it's like some vital information right here, but it just never ends. It's going on and on. I'm told it's the embodiment of the sage's secret, a treasure trove of hidden mystic wisdom. Others know it as the Tree of Life. Most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor discovered it while searching the sage world for the secrets of immortality. Does that mean Qin Shi Huang really did manage to become a sage? No, most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor had already achieved immortality through the holy vessel before discovering the Fushan tree. Okay. They say the emperor chose to remain in metal form rather than ascend to the heavens, because it was a better way to lead the nation. Still, it took over 300 years to complete the search, and it wouldn't have been possible without abandoning the shackles of mortality. In the end, the emperor decided to use the sage's knowledge of medicine to improve the people's lives. With all matter of disease, hunger, and pestilence eradicated and our soldiers' strength enhanced through elixirs, no other country's forces stood a chance against us. Sage art-based biochemistry, That reminds me, isn't this a rather unnecessary large plot of farmland for the number of residents? You think so? I suppose everyone does have their hands full during the harvest. But the wheat grows on its own the rest of the time, so it doesn't seem like too much work to me. Is that so? I do beg your pardon. I really thought that all this wheat might result in quite a surplus, given how many people live here. Perhaps you take more than half of the harvest as a form of taxation? Of course, everything the village can't eat is taken to Xiangyang. I see, then I suppose Xiangyang must be an immensely populous city. No, not especially, haha. Now I see. I take it wheat is still only grown for food in your world? So what do they use it for here? Wheat is the key ingredient to ethanol, the Empire's most valuable source of energy. Ah, okay. Well, don't I look a proper fool? I was completely taken in by appearances, so this rather mundane-looking wheat field is actually used primarily for growing your fuel source. I did hear that the world you all come from has a completely different history from ours. I can only speculate, but I gather your world you come from must be a cruel and unforgiving place. Yeah, it makes you say that. Both you and that young lady are, I do hope this doesn't offend you, but neither of you look as though you enjoy fighting. You have such a kind eyes, so much so that I can scarcely imagine you in any quarrels to begin with. Foo-foo! And yet, that weapon the young lady carries looks to be so heavy and dense that even the most seasoned of our warriors could have difficulty handling it. What's more, I can tell she wields it as naturally as if it were an extension to her own body. That people such as yourselves have been forced to become adept at combat at such a young age. Well, that says a great deal about how harsh your world must be. Well, I mean, there's many layers to break down before we explain everything, but damn, it looks like they're going to party all night, huh? That benefaction stuff must be some really good crap. Yeah. Man, they are... What's going on, man? It isn't like you. I thought you'd be all up in arms about, you know, these poor people dancing at the meager blessings of their oppressors deign to bestow upon them or something. It was about recent. Yeah, it seems about right, yes. Oh, man. Yes, perhaps under the circumstances, I would. But seeing how happy they are right now, it is difficult to find fault in this. So that is how it is, huh? It was the pain and starvation I saw so many forced to endure that first moved me to rebellion. They were treated more like animals than people. The smiles and moments of hard-won victory and freedom were so fragile, so honorable. They were nothing like what I see here now. Now that I think of it, I've never seen anywhere so filled with joy and peace as this village. Of course not. These sheep don't even know what war is. Remember? Couldn't be further from our world. I had always hoped that the blood of my compatriots that I shed would buy smiles like this. But I never dreamed I would truly get to see them. This world is too perfect for the likes of me. Ain't that the truth? Tell me, oh knight, are you sure we should even be here? You effing kidding me? Why would you even ask? You get along great with these people. I know, but even so, something continues to feel off. I cannot help but wonder, do we heroic spirits truly have a place on the battlefields of these lost belts? Senpai, are you up? Mash, they've been talking, I've been talking for the past almost 40 minutes. I'm up. Having trouble sleeping, Mash? Yes, I'm afraid my nerves are still frayed from the battle we fought earlier today. I'm glad we survived thanks to Qi Xing Huang interceding, but it was still too close for comfort. Why don't we get some fresh air? Yeah, let's get outside, Mash. Let's go outside for some air. Thanks for joining me, Senpai. No problemo. I see, the villages are still enjoying their festival. I guess these benefactions must be a huge cause for celebration. Holmes said he suspected they may be a luxury good, much like alcohol in our own world. The fact that it's like a drug makes me a little nervous though. Yeah. That don't seem right. Maybe our perspective is off here since we're used to Holmes' habits. Anyway, it looks like they're going to keep the Shadow Border investigation going through the night. Hope Da Vinci will be okay supervising them. That leaves us with nothing to do for once. We're going to get attacked by something? Yeah, it feels like forever since we last had free time to ourselves. This Lostbelt is really peaceful, isn't it? Surprisingly. Yeah, something wrong? Senpai, I've seen a world like this before. It was a world of possibilities, united under a single idea. So about the Temple of Time? Yes, the King of Mages, Gotea, envisioned a history of humanity that was free from strife and suffering. I disagreed with him. There's something about a world completely lacking of pain or adversity that just felt wrong to me. But now the way people live here seems so close to that world, yet it's still rich with life and a sense of the earth. These people aren't illusions. They're just as real as we are. But we're still this world's enemies. Yes, I know. Even after we take Koensuke into custody and secure an antidote, that won't be the end of it. We can't stop fighting until we find the tree emptiness, cut it down, and prune this world away like it was originally meant to be. I know this is our rare chance to rest and relax, but when I think about that, I just can't get to sleep. It's been so long since we've seen such beautiful night skies. It's interesting that Master bringing that up, too. Oh, my Master, get back. Huh? It would seem I missed my chance. Yo, dude, can you chill? I thought it would be easy to kill you under cover of darkness. I underestimated those who have spent their lives dedicated to the art of war. Yep. Who's calling? Is it the same number? Yo, I'll be right back. Let me check the answering machine. I'll be right back, y'all. Hold up. Okay, I'm back. Trying to see if they left a message, because that's the third time they called. They didn't leave a message at all. Huh. Okay, anyways. Oh no, pretty boy. Okay, what we got going on? Even if it would take no more than a single stroke of my sword, I cannot bring myself to sneak up behind them and murder someone in cold blood as they admire the beauty of the night. Oh, that's nice of you. Prince of Lan Ling, but we've called a truce right now. No, you and the Emperor called a truce. My master and I agreed to no such thing. It was the FBI. The government calling me. I don't know who it is. They didn't even leave a message. Well, they left like a message, but it's like complete silence. I was like, what the heck's going on? I wasn't listening, and there was no sound. I don't know. That's weird. Okay, as such tonight, maybe they're just calling the wrong number. As such tonight, when everyone else had lowered their guard, would have been a perfect chance to end you, Master Chaldea. Ordinarily, I would like nothing more than for those moved by beautiful things to live out their lives in peace and happiness. But now that we have met as enemies, that can never be. I'd hoped to end you before you had to feel any need of fear. Forgive me for my incompetence. Yeah, it could probably be a bot too. What's up, Strawberry? Probably could be a bot. So many bots nowadays too. Did you really think it would be that easy, servant? Liangyu? Oh. Did you honestly believe I would fail to protect our allies in the moment perfect for assassination? Perhaps a true assassin would have been able to elude me, but you? Not a chance. Dang. Warriors like you are meant to cross swords in the field of battle, not skulk around in the dead of night. Your master must be grossly ignorant of war to send you on a mission so badly suited to your abilities. Silence! I will not suffer any insult to my master. He got mad. You mad, bro? Still, now that I have heard such insolent remarks, I need feel no guilt for drawing my sword. For that you have my thanks, General. Here we go, fighting him again. Yay. Like, yeah, we're fighting you. I'm scared, yeah. Shiver me timbers. I'm tired of fighting you. Jeez. You're cool and all, but we're fighting against what? He's a saber too. I can't even do my swap yet. Okay, I guess we'll hang out with you for now. Which I'm my rider instead. Okay. Let's play around a bit, I guess. What does he even do? For future reference. I can't use a phantasm. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Let me lower my volume a bit, y'all. Might be the bot where they record your voice. Oh yeah, true. That could be it. They're trying to get me, y'all. They're trying to record my voice. Okay. Hold up, she's kind of cool. Hey. Okay. Ignore defense. We have 2 rounds to go. But I can't do my swap yet. Sucks. What do I want to do? Do I just end this quickly? I don't want to stay here. I'm a little impatient right now. Welcome down Zenobia. Let's have you go for now. I know you're probably not going to kill them all, but let's get some damage in for now. Welcome down Zenobia. Zenobia, cool. I wish I did something else I could have done too. Did she take them all out? No, she took one of them out. I was about to say. Or she did her arts up. That's alright. Please don't bring up some stuff. Aita. How we want to do this one? Oh, we do QBA. Why not? Q, B, A. Zenobia, you're too cool. You're too cool. Don't walk him down like that. That is crazy too. 45 minutes of just yapping. Jeez, that's such a long talk. Okay. Well, my swap is kind of useless now. Well, actually, I could throw on the homie instead. Oh no, we can still take rid of these two. Okay, let's swap you two. Guys, we can at least get rid of the smaller guys for now. Okay, what do? You do that. Bring up your dodge with that one. She does that thing. You do this. Let's do target focus on you for a round. We could do... Let me look at my cards too. Okay, my cards are that. Because I would like to... I don't think this would bring it up that much. But... I'm gonna go like this. Wait, actually, that might bring up her thing. Yeah, she'd use a phantasm now, actually. So... We could actually do an arts up. Okay, never mind. That changes my idea. Bring her attack too. We'll go... Parse it up. Parse it up. This Lostbelt's gimmick is increasing the long initial cooldowns for master skills. Yeah, that's. I mean, I guess I just gotta get used to it. You're starting a battle. I'm ready to use my Mystic Code for something. Can't use my Mystic Code that quickly, but we adapt. We will adapt. Yeah, drown them. What's in there? Okay, I can get decent damage. Wish I had like a single target for using Opia, but it's alright. Let's do this. Let's... Oh no, increase our arts card effectiveness for this turn. Oh! Never mind. Forget about it. We can't even do that right now. They always be throwing up stuff when I'm not looking. Okay, well... You don't have the thing that goes... No, you don't have sure hit. Okay, well, I guess we won't kill you yet. You get to live another round, dude. Boop, boop, boop. You know, the thing is, the event that happened, they kept messing me up with that. Every one round, I don't see that invincibility, and then then I see it. How long does it last, dude? Let's get you out the way. Bring up, her thing up. To get like a double damage thing going. Alright, here's the QBAs for now. Yeah, bring over your horse. Oh. I was paying attention to that. I wasn't paying attention to that fact. Who are you going to target, dude? Oh no, your thing only benefits yourself. Man, I don't like you at all. I don't like this dude. I hate him. Okay, we could do a quick arts up, I guess. Not going to do much, but bring up our own Phantasm, which helps out, but... Yeah, fire! Do that again. Oh my gosh, the battle's going to go on forever. Forever and ever. We could do that for now. See, I'm exhausted. That whole like talking for like 45 minutes has me exhausted. I don't want to do a battle now. Like, that's crazy. They made me sit for so long. I don't want to fight. And he has his defense up. Loki makes me want to just exit out and just switch over to a different servant. I mean, we're bringing him down, though. We're bringing him down. We're chopping him down slowly. You know, nothing beats a good old 8-turn plus round, you know? He's annoying. There we go. Bring this up. Oh, you're about to die, actually. Hold up. Soon. Let's do an arts up. Bring up your thing. I don't think this will be enough for this round, but to bring you a little closer, help you out. Oh man. Yeah, I gotta get a look at my crits at least. Yeah, I could do some damage on that end. Defense up, defense down, dude. Make up your mind. What do you want? It up or down? We could bring up her thing. Yeah, dude. You're not going to get that going. He recognizes who I need. He knows. Oh, this would be a good round to have her throw in, get her going. Ah, man. Okay, we'll do this though. It would be a nice round to kind of have her just go all the way, but don't want her to die. Actually, I could do that because I could stun him for one round, and I can actually use that for when he goes with the Phantasm. If the stun works. Nice. Okay. Look at this. Okay. Boom. Bop, bop. Let's get that going. Okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah, get that little extra damage in. Good job, Zenobia. Good job. Good job. Now we'll do you bring up your own defense. That's kind of nice for you. We'll do something. Oh man. This battle has me kind of losing my mind a little bit for some reason. I'm going through delirium. got me tired. Hopefully it's 1 dot, man. I don't want to do this 2 dot stuff. Not right now. Not today. Please end it. Please end it after this round. Please end it, Zenobia. Please end it. Please do 1 dot. They don't need. We don't need 2 dots. We're not trying to kill him yet. Anyways. Oh, thank you. There we go. We're done, right? Oh man, I'm glad we got Phantasm in though. We're done, right? Please be done. He's the one to get his attack off. He wanted to show off. No, we're still going. We have to go all the way. We're here to suffer. We're only here to suffer. We're here to suffer today. Okay, we get you going. She's gonna die. That happens. We could bring up your defense at least in case he decides to attack you instead. You should be good. You'll be fine. Yeah, it's all the way for this. See, if I knew that, I would exit out in the beginning, but I'm already halfway there. I'm not. I gotta sit here. We're sitting here for the rest of this. We're sitting for the rest of this. Oh man. Yeah, we have the homie in the back. Yeah, we have him at least. Let's see. What is this he gave us? Decrease CC. Okay, C gather rate. We could possibly save her a little bit. Let's do target focus. And we'll do this for her instead. Those are all in vain for me, at least trying to bring up her thing. Let's make her skills last a bit longer. Are we about to kill you? It's fine. That happens. Serpent's dying, that happens. I do not want to redo this battle. Let's see what we got in terms of cards. Okay, we're gonna do this. Give this to Zenobia. I don't... Okay. Let's see. Bring this up for you right now. We can take him out. We can take him out. Let me be more confident in myself. We can take him out. I'm just being impatient today. We're here with a good QBA. be like that scene in Shrek where Lord Farquaad, he's like, some of you will die, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. It's like a sacrifice you're willing to make. Don't kill her. Ah! We're done. I don't want to do this. I should have put up her guts. Why didn't I do her guts up sooner? I don't want it. No. I want to exit out, man. I might exit out. This battle is not good. This is not a good battle. This is not a good fight. Why are we fighting you? I'm so tired. At least we're target down mash in the end. We're almost there. We're almost there. If I stick through just a little longer, we could do it. Just a little bit longer. Dude, Lancelot could probably do it. That's like the worst thing. I should have put up her guts sooner. I think he was going to target someone else. That was on me right there. Let's have Mash here to take the hits. We have like 100 more to go. It's up to him, really. Dude, they're not even giving him cards right now. Come on, give him some cards at least. We could have Mash go. Mash could at least do a little bit damage, more damage. At least his Phantasm's also done, so. Let's do this. This is the longest battle of all time. How many rounds is this? 16? This battle is about to go just as long as this whole section went. Him with that defense crap, man. We got Mash go with her Phantasm. Unless he kills her. Unless he kills her. He has to do this! This guy. I hate him. I hate you. I hate this guy. Increase your gain. Okay, I don't want you to die. At this rate, she's... I don't know. Everyone might be alright in this round. If I do an art sub, we could probably get her going too. We'll protect you. I'll just leave up to Smash Mash. We do like that. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what happens. If she lives another round, then that's also kind of good. Let's see, attacks my Berserker, which that'd be the most logical decision right there. That's what I would do. Okay. If you go, then we have the homie go. Increase gather rate. Increase CC drop rate. Drop. Do gather rate too. We're gonna go. We could do another art sub. Bring up his thing, maybe. Do we have the gain still? No. Would he be able to do it if I did him with the extra attack? I don't know if he would be able to do it. He might be able to do it. He might just be able to do it. Attacks up too. Worst case scenario, you know. Worst case scenario. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Okay, we're bringing down. He's bringing down pretty good though. Dude, you make no sense. This is what I mean. The attack pattern's weird. Who is he trying to kill? Okay, get out of here. We're done. We're done with this battle. We're done. I'm done. I'm done. If he's alive after this, this is the worst battle I've ever done. This battle sucks. Man, the fact that we had to 2-dot him. Get out of here. This was an hour of pain. The battle sucked. We were talking for 45 minutes. I got phone calls constantly. Who was that number? And we have more stories to go. I think we're going to do one section today, y'all. I think I'm going to be wiped after this. I've stalled long enough. Any chance you had that victory is gone, Prince of Long Ling? To my volume. Qin Liang Yu speaks the truth. Nighttime through it may be, though it may be even we, as such great remove, cannot help but notice such tumultuous commotion. Yeah. Grr. We trust you can hear our voice, Akuta Hinako. Hinako, what do you have to say for yourself? Akuta. I know you may not understand right now, Your Imperial Majesty, but I promise that everything I've done has been for the prosperity of your empire. Is that so? Then it would seem you indeed have no intention of honoring our wishes. Now then, what to do with you? We doubt the threat of beheading would be enough for it to cow you. No, if we were to punish you, then we must take something else away. Ah, yes, I know. Come here. Quasi Zero? You summoned me, Your Imperial Majesty? You? We did. Rip your core out of your chest and smash it into pieces immediately. As you wish, Your Imperial Majesty. Wait, please wait. I'm sorry, please, anything but that. Oh no, she's about to see her crushed die in front of her. So you are able to plead for forgiveness. You must be quite attached to that machine indeed. Akuta? Please, have mercy, I swear. I will serve you faithfully from this moment forward. I'll do anything, yes, anything at all. Just please spare his life. We will hold you to your word, Akuta Hinako. Know that the only reward for defying our will is fear far worse than any mere death. Yes, Your Imperial Majesty, I swear, I will never go against your wishes again. Well done. Qin Liangyu, you need not concern yourself with that woman any longer. Man, I was hoping. I don't want to fight him again. I was kind of hoping, but understood, Your Imperial Majesty. Lord Seeker, I suggest you return to the camp and retire for the night. Senpai? Let's go, Mash. Let's get out of here. Okay. Oh, that skip button's still there. That means we're still talking. I must ask you once again. Yes? Who is this Xiang Yu you speak of? To answer that, I'll need to tell you another, very different story first. The one where the Emperor died before obtaining the Holy Vessel? That's right. After the Emperor passed, the quest for immortality was seemingly buried with him. You were no exception, as you were kept hidden away in the secret Kaiju laboratory. But someone found and reactivated you, a man by the name of Xiang Long. He went on to become one of the many people attempting to rule China for himself after the decline of Qin. Then, in this history, I fell into rebel hands. Xiang Liang wanted to use your superhuman abilities to further his own ambitions, so he gave you his surname of Xiang, the first name Ji, and the courtesy name of Yu, and presented you with his nephew, despite knowing you were not actually human. True, I was only given my current combat frame not long after I was first activated. My original chassis was entirely humanoid. No one ever suspected Xiang Liang was lying, and the thought simply never occurred to them. The Emperor had passed you on Tai Zen Ren's creation. A machine as advanced as you was beyond anyone's imagination at the time. Now it's treated as a person, rather than a device. Given your appearance, no one had any reason to suspect you are anything other than human, regardless of how exceptionally skilled you may have been. In time, future generations would come to know Yang Yu as one of China's greatest warriors. Yet none of them would ever know your true identity, nor how you were made. What the heck was that? You two gave me a notification that chat disconnected, then chat reconnected. What the heck? I've never seen that before. Did my stream like die out for a second? Okay, something is amiss with your claims. Yeah, it didn't show any frame drops, so okay, that's weird. If this Xiang Long person kept my origins and the truth of my creation a secret, how did you come to learn the truth? Who are you really? I am just a drifter. One who came to the Lostbelt solely to be reunited with you, my beloved Lord Xiang Yu. Oh, she's a fan, for real. She said, you get to be here now? Stream's fine? Okay, that's weird then. Why did that pop up? Interesting. Oh, the section's actually over? I can't do anymore. I don't think I want to do anymore. You see this? No battles? Yeah, she said beloved too. My beloved? Wait, hold on. You know, I was joking a bit before about the whole romance thing, but wait, I like read that and I was like, wait. She did say beloved. Hold up now. Hold up now. She really crushing on dude. She really got a crush on him. We really sat here for 45 minutes reading, and now we got another section of reading. She's a horse girl, yeah. And she likes them 4 legs. Oh man, that's funny. I don't know how long this reading's going to be for this. I feel like it says it's going to be nothing but reading. I really hope it's like 15 minutes of reading. We'll get some more reading out the way, y'all. Because if I don't do it today, I'm going to be doing it next week. And I'm like, I'm doing this for future me. Present me will suffer, so future me doesn't. Hopefully. Okay, sounds like you had quite the evening. Yeah, Da Vinci. Peculiar though this may be, it does present another piece to the puzzle. Unfortunately, it does nothing to make the larger picture any easier to see. I'm pretty sure that her saying beloved also probably connects to whatever she was reading a while ago. They talked about it in the past, but she was always reading by herself, away from the other cryptors. So she's into Chinese history and this guy. So maybe, I'm guessing, maybe something like that, or maybe she actually does just like him because she finds him attractive. Man, you know, hey, to each their own. Oh man. We know that cryptids' first priority is defending their tree of emptiness. Now, I think I don't have a problem with reading. It's when they don't space it out a lot, you know? Like, it'd be like a good old 45 minutes in one section, too. Like, and yeah, Akuta has not told this Lostbelt's king of the tree of import. Yeah, she hasn't mentioned anything about the tree still. Furthermore, she moved to eliminate us entirely on her own discretion, only to end up swearing allegiance to Qin Shi Huang the instant Zhang Yu's life was threatened. I was taken aback to see Akuta acting so aggressively when we first came to this Lostbelt. True, but seeing her so scared and flustered was just painful more than it was surprising. Honestly, I didn't care, Mash, to be honest. She's coming to the intent to kill us? Like, nah. But I do feel it. I mean, that's nice of you to have that sympathy, Mash, but I guess I really didn't know anything about her back when we were both at Chaldea. Oh yes, about who she was with at Chaldea. Yeah, yes, about who she was with at Chaldea, yeah. Holmes and I did a little poking around in the data, and we managed to back up from the server. And her entire background reeks of falsified records. Indeed. I had to practically hold my nose as we picked apart her disguise. Disguise? Even though she was a member of Chaldea's staff? Let's see, imagine her profile is like a painting that has been thoroughly, methodically airbrushed to erase any trace of her original painter. Correction. There is not a single errant brushstroke, so to speak, to be found anywhere. Anyone who has lived an ordinary life will inevitably... Wait, what was that? Who left any ordinary life will inevitably leave behind a bit of useless information about him or herself along the way. And yet, there was nothing of the sort to be found in Akuta Hinako's data. It was as though her entire life story was designed to pull the wool over someone's eyes. Who is she? Is she actually Akuta Hinako? I mean, like an intricate piece of fiction? That perfect alibi. Precisely. That is just the sort of interjection I was looking for, my dear Watson. So the fact that nothing in her personal information is strange also means nothing in it is real? Yup. There's basically nothing even remotely human about her entire background. Nothing even human. I'm just going to use the word human. Is she human? And even that's not the only obvious suspicious thing we ran across. According to her profile, Marisberry Anisphere brought her to Chaldea, supervised her aptitude test, and oversaw her periodic health exams and interviews personally. It seems every bit of data about her was submitted with this authorization codes. No one else's. The first director? Just the fact that he handled it alone is one hell of a red flag for security. Yeah, him too? Who or what is she? It'd be easy for him to falsify any data he wanted considering his position. Be that as it may, if Kaldea's original director was the one who manipulated her profile. Yeah, if a guy that high up the food chain had something he wanted to keep secret about her, we're pretty much SOL. How did Akaza end up at Kaldea in the first place? Does she actually have enough racial aptitude to be chosen for Team A? For that matter, who the hell is she really? At this point, I don't know what to believe. Indeed, everything we thought we knew about Akaza Hinako's personal information is suspect at best. So wouldn't it be a stretch to imagine she might have a different goal from the other cryptors? That's true. Obviously not. What's more, this goal is evidently more important than protecting her Lostbelt or preserving her relationship with its king. One might think eliminating us would be her first priority, but as we've seen, even that is secondary compared to her concern for Xiang Yu, another figure about whom we know next to nothing. Hey, Sabbath, what's up? Welcome. It looks like that name only means anything to those of us from proper human history. In this Lostbelt, he appears to go by something else. I think he was called Kaiju Zero? Oh man. Quasi Zero? Well, a quick database search suggests that area has some significance to Xiang Yu, and where his uncle Xiang Liang started his revolt against the Qin Empire after the Emperor died. You could say it's where Xiang Yu began his career as a warrior. Yeah, at least this section is definitely way more interesting than the previous one. I think that's another thing. Yeah, I don't mind a long section as long as it's interesting too, you know, like make it a little bit more interesting. Not saying I didn't disregard any information that they had in that previous section, but it's like, you know, exposition after exposition after exposition, you know, like regardless of who Xiang Yu may be in this world, the fact remains that he belongs to this Lostbelt. So I cannot fathom why Akaza Hinako, who though nothing else we know about her is certain, comes from proper human history, would care. Oh, now someone's calling my personal cell phone. Yeah, that's definitely spam calls. Dang, that's not even from this country. Okay. Though I cannot fathom why Akaza Hinako, who though nothing else we know about her is certain, comes from proper human history, would care so deeply. Yeah. I just read that. So Kaiju was in Fate. It was canon, yeah. Oh gods, yeah, it's all canon. That one's pretty straightforward. She must have fallen in love with him at first sight. The more foolish the woman, the more likely she is to chuck everything away at such silly notions. Like you and Koyanskaya? This guy Gordy, man. Careful, Gordy, you're gonna lose any goodwill you may have built up with your female staff. Bah, the only woman here is Mash. You borderline Lolita. Yo, she had nothing to say after that. She got quiet. Wow, I was certainly disappointed by what you said. Oh, man. Wait, really? Do 24-hour. Concerning the yap we had today, I think I'll pass on that one. We had nothing but talking today. We've been streaming for almost an hour, 20 minutes, and to think that only 15 of those minutes were spent on battle. That's crazy. Wait, really? Yeah, Gyarados, yeah, really. We spent that long yapping. No. Don't you try to stay on topic. We still have a mountain of problems we need solving. Alright, we still need to talk to the people who are going to be less than pleased about this. Even if it is only temporary, I can't believe I have to pretend to make nice with the Emperor. Just the thought of it makes me sick. Hey, Gene K. Hey, it's alright. Chill out. Actually, recently I brought her to her final ascension. I got enough materials from farming. I was like, hey, let me just level up some of my servants that I've been wanting to. Negotiate? Out of the question. That tactic plays right into the oppressor's hands. Do not be fooled, detective. They will tell you whatever the weak wish to hear, and pressure you into swearing allegiance with only the pretense of your consent at best. Given the urgency of Mr. Seku and Geraldolf's condition, I'm afraid we have no alternative. At a minimum, I would like to maintain our truce with Qin Shi Huang until Konosuke is securely... We still haven't seen her in our custody yet. If we could prolong it until Akaza Hinako is out of the picture, so much the better. Whatever her reasons for doing so may be, Akaza Hinako remains fiercely determined to eradicate us. So much so that she tried to assassinate Mr. Seku in the dead of night against Qin Shi Huang's wishes. Obviously, Akuta and Qin Shi Huang aren't exactly BFFs at the moment. But we can't be sure that will last, since there's still a lot we don't know about the relationship. There is every possibility that she may yet convince Qin Shi Huang to take her side in all of this. What about defeating Qin Shi Huang and cutting down the tree of emptiness before Musik and Master can fall victim to its accursed poison? Yeah, we're also poisoned still. Should that not be our first priority? Listen closely, Spartacus. At the moment, making an enemy out of all the Empire will lead only to disaster. Right now, Konosuke is a wild card who could wreak havoc no matter where she is or whose side she is on. If we don't have an antidote ready to go by the time we face off with Qin Shi Huang, it will be over before it begins. All the Emperor would have to do is kill Konosuke. Mr. Seku would be saddled with the poison's deleterious effects for the rest of his life. Let's not forget that my own life would be tragically shortened. Yes, ultimately we need to destroy the true emptiness and erase this lost belt, and to do so we would inevitably need to face and defeat Qin Shi Huang. So bear in mind that any amicable relations we appear to have now are a strictly temporary state of affairs. So you want us to pretend to be friends until we can attack when the Emperor least expect it, right? Yeah, that's fine. Hell, I used to ask Agravain for advice with that sort of sneaky crap all the time. Oh, now you bark. The mailman was out there for like a good 5 minutes. That's why I kept looking over. He was out there for like a good few minutes just talking loud as heck on the phone. The dogs don't bark the whole time. He drives away, then they start barking. They annoy me. Okay, I refuse. Quintus is the first step to allegiance, and allegiance inevitably leads to subservience. A master must never side with oppression, but always rebel against it. You should rebel against pain, rebel against suffering, and ultimately triumph by rebelling against destiny. Huh? Get the goddamn stick out of your butt, would ya? We're playing the long game here, lunkhead. Important part is that we get to destroy the Empire in the end. So why don't you just think of all the rebelling you're going to do later as a prize for all the restraint you're going to show now? I mean, you love repressing your own crap, right? Are you all truly willing to go along with this? If they can turn they are. One thing after another. When I tried to assassinate the Emperor before, I lost the moment I focused on something else other than killing itself. But I'm not the one leading the attack this time. I get that Seku has his own way of fighting. I'm sorry, I know it's a lot to ask. Well, there's nothing I can do if you're going to plead at me with that helpless look on your face. I mean, you just now realize how hopeless your actions are against Jiang Yu, right? It's getting stuffy in here with so many of us present. I think I step out for a bit of fresh air. It holds. Crack me up, dude. Huh? Holmes just winked at me, Senpai and Jinkei. What's going on? That's what I'm saying. What is it, Holmes? Is there something else you want to talk to us about? I thought it would be best if Spartacus were absent for this next part. I trust you to retain your cool, Miss Jinkei, but let me remind you to refrain from raising your voice. As long as you whisper, Qin Shi Huang should be unable to hear us. I've mostly finished my analysis of the benefaction drug, and it's beyond anything I could have imagined. Oh yeah, tell us about this drug. Its psychotropic effects are secondary at most. The true purpose lies in boosting the immune system. Oh, that's nice. Or perhaps I should say enhancing it to an unfathomable degree. And despite its potency, there are almost no negative side effects as long as one condition remains unmet. It is well beyond that modern medical science could achieve. In fact, I doubt even magecraft from proper human history could create a drug so effective. It is something that could only be made here, in Lostbelt, where pharmaceuticals and biochemistry are entirely based on sage arts. So it's a mass-produced elixir. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Indeed. As a result, illness and disease have been completely eradicated. I doubt any of these people have had so much of the cold since they were born. Then it's a real, actual panacea. Panacea? Hold on, what's the condition that needs to go unmet for this to work? Yep, what's the catch? Ah yes, that would be old age. Once a person's hormonal secretions have reached a certain level, this drug functions as a lethal anesthetic. That makes sense. We haven't really seen any old people yet. I estimate it to be at least several thousand times more potent than pentobarbital. Damn. Oh yeah, wouldn't that mean... Now I see. I thought it was strange that we hadn't seen a single elderly person here. This is no unintended side effect. It's quite clear that the medicine was designed to work this way. Designed? Then it really is poisoning everyone who takes it? So when someone's body secretes a certain amount of hormones, in other words, once the body has aged to a certain point, they don't just die? Wow. Man, we kind of got like, we kind of got what we have with like last Lostbelt, where, well, in that case, that Lostbelt was like anyone who was like 15 years old and they get killed. They go outside and get murdered by a giant, eaten alive or whatever. In this case, they're getting poisoned and they die at a certain age. Man. Cruel. Correct. From our perspective, distributing a drug like this is no better than mass murder. Yeah. Still, a case can be made from a Buddhist perspective on how it views the four inevitables of human life, namely birth, aging, disease, and death. Yeah, controlling the population. Yep. If one considers both old age and illness equally undesirable, one could say this medicine protects you from the pain of the former and the latter at once. That's twisted. Cannot say if every world, under all possible conditions, would eventually arrive at these ethics of pharmaceutical science. But the wheat grown here has been extensively and genetically modified into something extraordinary. Its resistance to disease, its yielding, everything about it stands leagues above its natural counterpart in proper human history. With a crop like this, one could live their entire life without ever knowing hunger. Wow. If you ever had to worry about food, you'd probably never think to take it from someone else. There's no economy here, no division between rich and poor exists, and we have all seen for ourselves how ignorant they are of war and violence. It seems that life here is as far removed from the suffering that one might expect in our world as it is possible to imagine. And when their life has run its course, its drug puts them to sleep, permanently, well before they can begin to feel the pain of old age. I dare say that, if nothing else, this world has done a frighteningly effective job at removing pain and suffering from people's lives. But that's no way for people to live. They're practically being kept as a livestock. So this is how King Xinguang, how that dictator decided to solve humanity's suffering makes sense. No way a leader who abandoned their own humanity would in turn treat their subjects like people. That makes sense, yeah, too. True. You know, the boomers get out. Oh, man. As far as making a decision between the Lostbelt and proper human history, Spartacus claimed that we should fight to determine which should be alive to survive. If hearing that gave you a pause, I would urge you to give the matter more thought, keep what you now know about this benefaction in mind. Yeah. In this world, the definition of happy human life is exceedingly simple. Mr. Nails, good day to you. Welcome. Seeing as you need... What? Go back. Seeing as you will need to make this choice, sooner or later, I think it best I suspend my usual behavior in favor of full disclosure. Allow me to share with you some speculation. Do keep in mind that this is not a deduction, but rather a bit of conjecture on my part. Holmes. This relates solely to one question, namely, why did the spiral origin graph fail to work with this Lostbelt's ley line. You think it has something to do with this medicine? That may not be correctly related, but it does support my current hypothesis. That's going alright, you know, nothing but some good old fake go on Friday. But a bunch of yap today. A lot of yapping in these sections. Hero spirits have always been one side of Alaya, mankind's collective consciousness. They are defined foremost by their purpose, protecting humanity. Huh. While there may be different methods and conditions involved in summoning servants, the one thing they all have in common, without exception, responded to the summoner's prayer. However, if there was not a single person in this world who had the emphatic need to pray for something, and if such a world had flourished unabated for hundreds of years, right, then it wouldn't be all that surprising if that world lost its connection to the throne of heroes entirely. For that matter, there wouldn't even be any hero spirits in that world, just like there aren't here. After all, every hero who might be needed to fight someday, like Qin Liangyu, is still alive. So this Lostbelt is a world that has no need for hero spirits at all? Yeah, yeah, they're long. Can you imagine a person wishing fervently for anything in this world free from hunger, pain, and suffering? Miss Curley, I know I certainly cannot. Exactly, yeah, because they don't know any pain or suffering, because they got that drug. Indeed, it only makes sense that servants would never appear in a world where no one wishes for anything. Thanks for telling us this, Holmes. Whatever doubts I may have had are gone now. I will do everything in my power to take Qin Shi Huang down, and put an end to this disgusting regime. As long as I get there in the end, I don't care how far out of our way we have to go. Is that a red flag? Are you gonna die? So right now, let's focus on curing Seku. Now that I know where I'm going, I can wait as long as it takes. Thank you, Jin K. This was a big plot reveal. We're still going? Progress report. We should finish a complete scan of the vehicle's interior by morning. Good. Be careful not to overlook anything. Remember, the future of the Empire rests on your shoulders. Yes, ma'am. I'd be motivated if she was there too. I'll go see how things are outside. I think I'm already past the Lostbelts. The Shadow Border, the product of a world entirely different from ours, huh? Because the moon does not know how to drink, my shadow merely follows the movement of my body. Oh, she's like, what? The moon had brought the shadow to keep me company a while. The practice of mirth should keep pace with spring. What was that, young man? Oh, that's called a poem. A guy named Li Bao wrote it a long time ago. Who taught you that? Well, surely that won't be a problem down the line, right? And maybe that might help us? I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess we'll see. We see Qin Lingyu's investigation is proceeding smoothly. It feels good to have so much data moving among our circuits. Do you think you will be able to analyze that otherworldly device, Your Imperial Majesty? Who do you think we are? You think we are? This holy vessel is full of calculations. Calculation capabilities can easily handle a single vehicle. Or so we thought. This is amazing. How could they fit so much functionality into these dimensions? It's hard to believe that we are what we are seeing. We give the intrusion. Oh no, she's gonna snitch. There's something you should know. What is this about? The children in this village are reciting poems. Poems? You're kidding. When I asked them about it, they said they learned them from Chaldea. We see, then Chaldeans are Confucians. Yes, Your Imperial Majesty. This is undoubtedly the work of Confucianism. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's not good. Why'd you guys snitch though? We're done. I'm done for the day, y'all. I can't, no, I'm not reading no more today. I'm good. Okay, we'll probably do this section. I might do two sections. Well, we'll see how much we're reading next time. See how much we're reading next time. Majority of the stream, well, we'll be here for an hour and a half. 15-minute stage, man. That was crazy. 15-minute battle. But a lot of interesting stuff here. So we know about the drug. This was a really important section too. The whole drug, Octa, not knowing too much of what's going on with Octa right there. Yeah, I think those are like the two biggest things, really. And now they're also planning, they're going to, work with him for now. But now they know about that we're telling them poems and stuff. They said Confucianism. So, yeah, halfway through this Lostbelt. Yeah, we're making some good progress with this Lostbelt. Weirdly, I feel like I'm going through this one quicker than the last Lostbelt. Then again, I said that about last Lostbelt as well. Maybe I'm just getting used to the pacing of these. Is what, on stream number 4? I don't know. Is this Lostbelt shorter than the other one? Curious. Maybe I'm just going through it really quickly. I don't know. Oh man. Yeah, Octa being into monster guys, like oh man. But yeah, anyways, I think that's it for today. Actually, yeah, one other thing. I did do a roll. So before get my dailies out the way. Before I did my I did one more roll the other day for Draco and Tiamat, and instead I did get a new servant. Let's see, where are they at? Not formation. That's kind of cool. But I did get a new servant. Hey, what up? Zenobia. Okay, I did a new servant. I meant to post about this on the Discord, but I forgot. Let's see, who did I get? Where is it? No. Held, not held. Held. What's held even mean? Acquisition. what's held? I got yeah, we got her. We got good old Atalante. I don't think I posted about this too. Maybe I did post about this. I got Kama Avenger at some point. I forget when I got her. No, I got her a month ago. Never mind. I'm lying. But yeah, I got her. Got good old Atalante. You're two Lostbelts late, but yeah, I do feel like this chapter is shorter than the first two. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm going, like, we're on what, stream number 4? And we're already, like, halfway through? I gotta see, gotta look at my past streams and see, like, how much my pacing was for those Lostbelts. But it also depends on how long I'm also streaming for. But yeah, we got double A in this. I'm excited. I'm excited to level her up and use her, because I think I have a lot of Berserker statues I could use. So, excited to use her. I forgot I even got her. I got her like a beginning of the month they'll get to go too. But wanted to use her, so yeah, definitely going to level her up. But anyways, with that said, hey, thank you for tuning in for this. I see y'all next. Am I going to be here next Friday? Let me check my calendar quickly before I close out, because I'm not sure if I'm going to. If I'm not here next Friday, then I'll be here on a Thursday. But oh yeah, I got nothing going on next Friday. So yeah, see y'all next Friday. I might be streaming some art nights this weekend. Tomorrow I might be streaming something. I'll see. And other than that, that's it. Thank you for tuning in. See y'all later. Have yourselves a nice day. And sounds pretty good. Single target. Oh, okay, that's really good to know, because I don't really have a single target quick. I don't think I have a single target quick Berserker. I do have the multi-target, which is the homie Lancelot, but but yeah, have a nice day, have a nice weekend. I'll see you later. More Fate Go. Peace and out. Let me drink something and eat something and get away from this noisy outside.